Hey, what's up guys? This is Mike. I just wanted to do a recap here of the New Zealand USD homework chart that I sent out to you guys, because I actually got a little bit of a mixed response from what I was really hoping to see from you guys. Again, a lot of you guys sent me very valid analysis, but I just wanted to make sure that I was clear on one thing here, and then I wanted to go over a question that I got also repeatedly that I got this morning too, that I said I wanted to do a video on. So let's just start from the beginning so we make sure we're all on the same page. So I sent out a bunch of email charts about the pound Australian on February 10th here, and I wanted you guys to understand a situation that we had brewing. And I basically said here, chart 1 is how to avoid getting yourself into trouble. So I sent out this chart here. And we were looking at the boxing of price. So again, look at how price is we have resistance here, resistance, price breaks through, holds a support, and starts to form a mini consolidation within this area. So again, this is just a smaller box right here. And again, if you blew that up on, say, the hourly, it's going to just look like a longer box. But again, that consolidation is still consolidation. And then we had another period of consolidation here. So what I was saying is that a lot of people were looking to trade this bar here, this bearish outside looking bar, and I said you don't want to be trading a bearish outside bar like that, because any way you trade that, you're selling back into these previous highs, right? So you want a bar like that to close under an area like this, right? And then look for that area to hold as resistance. Very simple, right? That's very, very simple. That's sort of the first thing you guys should be thinking about. Now, will some people make the argument, guys, that you can sell a break, and if this thing shoots down, you're good to go? Absolutely. Listen, there's different ways to put this stuff together, but I will tell you that if you're struggling and you're trying to do that, that is one of the things that's getting you into trouble. So you got to start to, eliminate some of these things that are going to make your life trickier here. So again, that was all this was basically about, was just sort of being careful with this boxing type situation. And again, that's the basics of trading in traffic versus space, and trading into versus away from a price pivot zone. So then I went on to send out another chart, chart 2, which I said, this is chart 2 is what I want to see happen and exactly what I would do. So let's go pull up chart 2 here. So here's chart 2, right? I said now I'll show you how I'm watching this chart because it's a great chart. So again, you might think, oh, here we see boxing. Mike says, we're boxing, so we want to avoid this chart. Well, that's not the case. We're in this new current box, right? And when I see multiple bar highs like this that are just pinpoint exact almost in a very tight consolidation, and we have this very uniform chart, right? Boxing, what are we gonna do here? Probably box again or fall back down and stay within in this area here. It begins to pique my interest, right? So now we had price during this current day when I sent chart out, right, come down, test these highs, and start to pull back up. So basically what I said is, I'm looking for price to try to close above these bar highs, right? Just as we said we want to see price over here close below this area, we want to see if price can close above this area. So I did a little mock drawing here, right? So this is a made-up drawing where let's see if we can get the current day's bar to close as a bullish outside bar above these bar highs. Very simply, if we did that, guys, I am in this trade. I'm going to buy right here on these bar highs, which would be basically where this bullish outside bar closed, right? So if it closed, say, a little higher, I would look to buy a retrace to that area. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up of what I'm looking for price to do here. So this is what I do. When I see a chart that's starting to set up, I eyeball to how I want it to close or how I want it to work out, right? So again, we were still waiting to see. And I also sent out a third chart saying, listen, if we blow this area up, right? Here's the hourly chart. Or you blow the